What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're diving into a Eureka deck. Mostly because I've been wanting to play this card for a while, and here recently I've been playing a lot of cool combos and trying to really push the envelope on some cards. So today I figured I would do, well, rather quite the opposite. I figured I would settle down, have a little bit of an easier going deck, a deck that I'm pretty sure will perform well, and play cards that I've been meaning to play, that I knew could be played in a, sensible style deck. And just see how much I like them, pretty much. And that card today, is Eureka Moment and Decisive Denial. I think these two cards, they're so insanely good. 4 mana, draw 2, put a land onto the battlefield. Sure, it's no Growth Spiral, but it's only a common. And I think as it's out, it'll go through cycles of being played and not being played and being played, just due to, like, is control on top and blah 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 blah. Now right now I think we got a little bit better access to mana here and there and card draw here and there, so I don't really think it's going to shine through the cracks in any like top tier deck. But as far as budget goes, this is so beautiful for budget players. And then of course Decisive Denial, this card I think is just gorgeous in general, and why I haven't seen it more often, I don't know. Maybe it's just the decks that play it aren't being seen. Does that make sense? So, Decisive Denial, choose one. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, so you can deal with creatures here and there. Or counter target non-creature spell, unless its controller pays 3. So, again, it's kind of like a Mystical Dispute that doesn't have its cost reduced, but it's also like a Mystical Dispute that can allow you to fight creatures with creatures. So, I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. And the deck that... Sorry, I didn't. Anyways, the deck that I'm going to be playing it in today is a Simic Adventure deck. So we have the whole Edgewall, Vey, Brazen, Lovestruck, into a Great Hinge kind of thing, right? But y'all know me, so I can't just leave it boring. So the thing that I really wanted to focus on with this deck was actually this instant speed ability to just sort of dominate. Because if you look at the deck, we actually have like a lot of instant speed interaction. Yeah, these are the only things over here that can't be played in instant speed, but all of this, you're doing something, you're moving, you're grooving, you're drawing cards, creating creatures, fighting creatures, making your creatures bigger, bouncing stuff. You're doing something. And I like that, So Simic Flash is, I guess, what you could say we're playing today, right? If you don't want to just be boring, snoring, and saying we're playing another adventure deck, well, you could very easily classify this as Flash. Well, sort of classify as Flash. We got 2 Flash creatures. Anyways, outside of that, we are using the new Quadrinx Cultivator, which I like. You get a 3/4 body on the board. You also get to ramp up one, which generally puts you to around 5 or 6 mana, which is right underneath Coma, and, well, 3 minus 9 equals 6, so it puts you, like, right at Great Hinge. Sure, it's not a Lovestruck that puts you right at Great Hinge on turn 4, but it is another line that helps you get there in a pretty step-by-step basis, right? Fae of Wishes, of course, allows you to access your sideboard over here. I threw some general slew of things. If you're a budget player, by the way, this card right here is so beautiful. It's never going to rotate out as long as you're playing best of 1, and it's a great way to just immediately win the game, right? You use Fae of Wishes, you grab a sleep. Next turn, you put all your opponent's creatures to sleep and just go ham on them. Outside of that, we have means to counter stuff, protect our creatures, gain lots of life. The general slew of sideboard cards. But yeah, I have a lot of faith and confidence in this deck. I think it'll be a fun one. We get to play Coma and Shark Typhoon and Great Hinge. So there's a lot of fun stuff in this deck, as well as like just effective stuff. Just blatantly good stuff. And let's not forget, of course, since we're playing Adventure, we have the card draw from that. We get the big old Lovestruck, which is just a nice creature in general, right? So not much to. Oh, let me go ahead and pop that down. Not much to the deck tech breakdown here. I will say this. There's this weird, funky... It doesn't happen as much because I'm playing Triumph, but there's this weird, funky thing that I actually don't like with the recent mana fixings. So they came through and called Hama and said, here's these pathways. And everyone's like, whoa, well, yeah, that's a good way to do mana fixing, right? Because it's like, well, you don't get both. You kind of got to decide. So if you're playing a split color deck, you're like, ooh, which one's more, valuable? And so I like the pathways. But then they came through on the next set, and they gave us these things that, well, they're kind of anti-pathway, right? Because pathways, they don't activate with the Snarl. The pathways are actually horrible to see with the Snarl because you can't put the Snarl down unless it's tapped, right? Unless it's turn 1, and well, even still, then you want to be a little cautious. So I don't know about the mana fixing in this deck. It feels a little funky. Maybe take out the castles. I don't know. But I really love the castles. Like it's hard to convince me to not throw a castle in the deck when I can remember, because it's just, you know, extra effects. Now, green castle I'm kind of mad about, but that could just be being a little salty about previous experiences. By the way, thank you everybody that does go through and, you know, correct my mistakes down in the comment and tell me what's wrong with what I'm playing, because that actually does help me become a better player. I'm not one of those commentators that's like, no, hey, you're telling me I'm wrong, shut your face hole. Because, yeah, tell me that I'm wrong so I don't keep making those mistakes, right? Hate making mistakes and then telling everyone, you know, that watches the videos, hey, here's a mistake you should go make, right? Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I'll quit rambling. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section what your favorite part of the video is, and of course subscribe if you're new here and you want more awesome content from yours truly. Without further ado, let's dive into a Eureka Flash Simic Green and Blue. It kind of rhymed. Alrighty, Xavier Oath. And, you know, what does 26 lands and Magic actually mean? It's pretty... Oh, I just love you. I really do love you, Magic. You beautiful, beautiful game, you. I'm going to toss back into the gate. We have no idea if it's... and then we're going to throw down 3 tapped lands, because, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. And you want to give me a forest. Not anything that could go with the castle, maybe, but a forest. Oh, fine. I'm going to go ahead and play down the tap land, because we got to get it down sooner rather than later, hopefully. If I can get some card draw off the Fae, I would be happy. You know, if Edgewall can live and Fae can, you know, pipe dreams are pipe dreams, and that's all I ever have. I am going to go ahead and drop the Fae because, I mean, scream mono red at me a little more, will you? And we'll hush up, phone. I don't need you going off. I'm not at work today. Well, you know, I'm at work, but it's not work. It's like I can just glance down at my phone and know if I need to respond or not. And that's not a respond kind of thing. That's an email. Rimrock Knight. What it be? Senior Tree. Now I'm gonna have to find a tree so I can drop that line on it. I like it. Well, you know, there's not really a purpose. It's not like we don't need to draw out islands, but there's not a purpose to drawing out islands. It's not like, well, you really hit an island in case we hit our castle, because no, we hit those 2 sons of bitches right off the ripperoonie. So we'll go up to 5 mana this turn, 6 mana on the next turn, which is enough for the Great Hinge, which would make me just happy. Just a happy pappy. Don't call me Pappy, people. That's weird. All right, I don't. That's one of the names that I'm not on board with. Easiest decision of my life. Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough for the brazen. For the brazen. Okay. If I just do these 2. Oh, I'm off by 1, aren't I? I'm off by 1 blue. Damn, I just, you know, all around the place. It's alright. I'll just drop a Great Hinge. We'll take the Torbran on the face. We'll hope pray and get lucky if they don't have an Ember Cleave, I guess. I mean, they can't take us out with an Ember Cleave, right? Bone Crusher. I'm a fan. I'm a familiar fan of that. Yeah, bro. I didn't realize you hadn't played since Eldraine. Oh no, you got a Zendikar Rising. Okay. I like how mono red is Eldraine mono red plus 2 cards, you know, 3 cards maybe, like here and there. Yeah, mono red has not changed, and it's a little sad. It's a little bit sad. So I can do all this at instant speed, and I shall. You're not gonna know my play until I know my play, opponent. Haha. Joke's on you. Gold spawn. How do we get rid of this gold span? Because if I just bounce it back, they're just gonna play it again next turn, you know what I mean? Whatever. Whatever. Go ahead and drop the brazen as well. That way we can get the card draw here. That's not what we wanted. Bam. Alright, so we dealt with Goldspan for the time. We took out Torbrand for, hopefully for good. Oh, let's go with the Love Struck. I'm feeling so much love right now. Could have not played the 1-1, I suppose. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, we hit a Fable. Grab that other island out the deck. That should allow us to, yeah. Alrighty. I'll be happy with that. We're still at 20 life, so let them, let them run that Goldspan right back down. Of course, if they do, they can also follow it up with a Bone Crusher. Not my favorite thing in the world. We'll let it resolve, mostly because I can't do anything about it. Super happy they added that in. 5 mana dragon that creates you 2 mana immediately, has flying and haste. Like, I mean, why does that card not deserve to exist? You know what I like about Magic here recently? Actually, I think Kaldheim's kind of the one that did it. Kaldheim and Eldraine. A little bit of Strixhaven. A little bit of Strixhaven. They added in like, a lot of the set was like, yeah, it's all right. I see what you're going for there. Like, sure, I might can do something. Blah 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 blah. And then the cards that are good, they're just great. You know what I mean? They're like, whoa, what are you doing there, Nelly? Not the rapper or singer, but you know what I mean. So, I see you got a big dragon there. How you gonna feel about me dragging this fisticuffs across your face? That's not how the joke goes, but I'm sure if you got an imagination, you know what the rest of it says. Anyways, how you like my Love Struck? You want to feel a little Love Struck? Oh. That's why you don't put your phone on the edge of your desk, people. Flip it like a catapult. Yeah, but so as I was saying, the power curve is just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Look at the ultimatums, right? We had Ikoria where like Mutate was fun. Mutate was really fun. One of the only mechanics that I truly feel rides that perfect line for me, at least, of being fun and mildly competitive. Because when it first came out, I'm not gonna lie, it was not competitive whatsoever. So they spent all their mana. They took out my my big old 9/9, as it were. It's a little awkward. I'm not gonna lie. It was, it's kind of my big thing. Of course, I guess I took out their Goldspan. I can't be complaining too much. Anyways, you really want to do that, huh? You really want to just crack back right on me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down the Wildborn. I know we can play it instant speed, but yeah, my thought was if I draw into a creature that I can't play at instant speed, I'm gonna be a little salty. A little saltine cracker, you know what I mean? So we're hitting them hard. We're taking out half their life here. Do I use Eureka Moment? The heck yeah. Yes, sirree. Oh, beautiful. We're gonna have a disruption. Not that we can really use it, you know what I mean? But we'll have it. It'll make me feel better. On the inside. I guess we could have played down it as a land, but whatever. Whatever. I think we got this game in the bag. Look at my board. My board is amazing. Give it a look. It doesn't taste like raisins. Again, some people make it that. It's a reference to a really old YouTube video. And well, you guys and girls got to remember that I've been on YouTube since, pretty much since it got popular. I'm one of those weird in-between. Sure, right? We let that go. They can't afford to swing in because we'll just crack back and that'll be it. Well, I am going to take out that Rimrock Knight because there's no reason not to. You know what I mean? Get rid of that 3 power. Now they got a Bone Crusher. And they're like, ooh, this is a little awkward. A little bit the awkward, huh? Hey, there's another Wildborn. I heard you like them, so I gave you another one. GG. Xavier. Don't play Mono Red. What can I say? Manos? Inglé. Again, with all the tap lands, I feel so honored, game. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I can keep it. We got the negate. Like, we have so much counter magic here. All the counter magic. Alright. Fine, game. You want to give me screwy ass opening hands? I'm not going to mulligan every time. I think at that point I'm letting you win. And I'll be damned if Arena wins. The opponent? You know, you whatever. Let the opponent win. But Arena? No. No, sirree. Not today, Junior. Well, hell, it might be today. We'll see. I went ahead and grabbed an island. Might be counterintuitive, given we only have access to blue mana in hand. We only have blue spells in hand, so yeah, it's okay. It's alright. We'll be okay. I'm not dropping that Fae. I'm saving for Jawari and Negate and Mystical and, you know, the whole shebang. Now, we can cycle Shark Typhoon. If they don't play anything for us to counter, I'll let those sharks just tumble in a roll. You know what I mean? Alright, well, I'm a man of my word. Let's do it. Hey, you know, it comes down tapped, but I will still take it. I will. Alright, back to you, George. Or Minos. By the way, if I ever call you George and I'm playing against you, I don't actually think your name is George. It's just a good general name, you know? John, Jim, Tom, Bob, Fred, George. It's just one of those things. Anyways, we're gonna grab some green mana here. What I really like about this deck is the power that it has in instant speed. So we have 2 creatures we can drop and 3 counter magic spells that we can drop all on their turn. And, you know, with that in mind, right back to you. They look like they want to be playing a Rogues just with the color, but I actually think it's more so maybe Dimir, Foretell, Magecraft. Dimir, Foretell, Magecraft. That's the vibe I'm getting from you, Minos. So let's see it. Come on, play something. There's just a little song. All right, whatever. Then I'll play something. You're not gonna play anything? I'll play something. Do it. Try and remove it. They didn't. Oh, what's going on? Hello. So I think I'm gonna grab some additional green mana just because I'm the kind of guy that likes the evenness. And I really wish this was blue on this side and green on this side. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna bother me a little bit. Again, I think we wait. I mean, there's something to be said about getting down the Pugilist, but we can't actually pay any mana to Wildborn, right? Yeah, I think we just hit him with the Fox, with the Elven Archer, right? No, it is an Elf Archer. I'm so good. I like... Oh, no, it is a bow. Okay. I was gonna say, I like how this is an Elvish Archer, but I don't see any, like, reach stuff on this creature, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, really just, do you hit the negate? Or you hit the mystical? You have to hit the mystical, right? You gotta hit the mystical. Because negate still goes off on their turn. You can't really trust that they won't be able to pay the additional mana, whatever there, so... I'm fairly sure that Erebos' intervention, though, was a little bit of bait for me to draw my counter magic, you know what I mean? Crawling Barrens. Oh, they have a dispute, don't they? They got a cheeky little... No? Well... Well... Alright. Sure. Cool. Now with Fae, I could go grab some more counter magic, but I'd really like to have at least one more land down so I can grab the counter magic and have it available readily. So. Do I just go for the Pugilist here? Pump the Preserver up to 4, swing in 14 damage. Doesn't feel like the right play. But saving Brazen all the livelong day can't be it either, right? Well, either way, Wildborn's probably only getting in for 2 this turn. We can rest assured on that factor. I think I dropped the Pugilist. The fisticuffs, bro. Now, are they gonna have massive board destruction? You know, maybe, and they'll have enough to pay for it because they got that one extra mana. I hope they don't. I hope they don't blood on the snow. Extinction event. Ooh, spice. Just spice to the max. Odd. Sure. Is that it? That's it. Yeah, you know. Probably coulda, woulda, shoulda guessed on that one. Now if I had sunk that mana into Wildborn, I would be so much happier. But I can't do it this turn, right? I could do Brazen on their turn and then sink the mana. I think that's what we go for. I realize we're just giving them more and more time to, you know, get these Crawling Barons going and blah, 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 blah. But it's all right. It's fine. All right, Brazen, come on down to the show, buddy. You look like you've been on the back burner for a little too long. Saw it coming. Oh, that's fine. We got a great hinge over here. I would 10,000% always prefer them to. I'm gonna drop this Jawari as a land, by the way. Do you see how much land they have? We're not countering something with that. Like, fat chance. Get it? Fat and I'm chance. I don't know where the fat part comes from. Tell you what, you give me 5 years, we'll come back. I'll make that joke again. Baleful Mastery. Yeah, I think I'm gonna decline on that one. All right, now I know what I said that I was gonna play Jawari, but what if I didn't? Nah, it's gotta happen. Alright, in the turn. What do you got for me, Minos? You're top decking at this point. You got a land. Let's go, hallelujah. They do have the Crawling Barons. Why they haven't put any mana into the Crawling Barons? You know, it's not really up to me to decide on that. Or even try to figure it out. Let's go! Oh, great hands, you are so great. You are a lovely. Alrighty, GG. Good game. We'll keep. We got the pathways, got a little decisive denial. Opponent's leading out the gate with the Fervent. And we do go ahead and drop green so we can get down this guy, this girl, this human. And you know, you don't have to play mono red. You don't have to if you don't wanna. It's not something you just absolutely desire to do. You know, I don't know if First Strike works on fighting or not. I do not know. Tell you what I am going to do, though, is toss down a Fae of Wishes. If fighting works, then I could have used Decisive Denial there to take out Fervent with our human. I don't know, though. If they have Bone Crusher or one of the little Rimrock Knights, we might want to block just with the human or Soul Seer. Cheeky little Soul Seer. I don't understand that, actually, because how much indestructibility is running around in the meta right now? Beats me, but hey, let's go. Hitting that land. Beautiful. Got to get down to Love Struck. I'm going to leave the 1/1 back. I know we could have gotten in for at least 2 points of damage by now. It's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. I think we have to use Decisive Denial here to have Love Struck fight Torbran. And we'll do it at sorcery speed. Bam. Take that guy right out. Now let's hope they don't have an Embercleave. It's a land. Are they popping up Faceless? No, if they pop up Faceless, they definitely don't have Embercleave. Fairly sure they have what they need here, but I also can't really afford to let that be so, you know what I mean? Okay, so if they slap an Embercleave, 3, we still get to take out Fervent. They still deal 2. I have 1 left. You know, this is fun. This is alright. Alright, well, you know. As it goes, we saw it coming. And that and there. Yep. Beautiful. Alrighty. Eureka! Not gonna be enough, of course. I go for the Fisticuffs here. It's a 3/3, which means it should at least be able to get through to the Fervent, right? I really want another land. If I cycle you, I just get a 2/2? Well, that's not enough. Well, you know, 26 lands in the deck. I'll settle for 4. Let's go for the Pugilist. Pugilist. The Fisticuffs, bro. No. The one card we're like, no, please don't hit another Fervent. Alright. Well, maybe they won't. Huh? Maybe not. Huh? You don't want to. Damn it. They do want to. I figured they would have wanted to. Alright, so we got to take that guy out. I think we got to, I mean, it's only going to block 1 point of damage. That's why I feel so bad for this. But I mean, sure. Feels a little rough. There's the Bone Crusher. Oh, and there's the Alrighty, there's the land we needed. A day late and $1 short. Story of my life.